Hey ladies, so I got a couple of requests to do a cut crease video, which is what I'm going to attempt to do today. Good luck to me. I feel like I need to start by saying I don't own the rights to the music that's playing in the background because I don't know what the Facebook rules are or whatever, or the YouTube rules are. So that's not mine. I didn't make that. So now that we have that out of the way, I did put some of my face on. I did put my brows on. They still need some work because I have not done my foundation or concealer or any of that good stuff. But I did get my Ipsy Plus Glam Box in the mail yesterday. So I'm going to use a couple of those things today, but I did get it Bye Bye Foundation. It's a full coverage moisturizer. That's what's on my face right now. So that's covering up like the red spots, but obviously not, everything. So I'm still gonna need some more, but at least that took care of like the horror. Then I got a cream mask, a moisturizer for prior to makeup. I'm so excited. The Farrah brush set that I was talking about in the last video. I'm so excited. So those will definitely come out today. And then I'm going to use, it's by the balm and it's in the palm of my hand, or in the palm of your hand, whatever. And it's a palette for your entire face that has eyeshadows, highlighter, blush, contour, all that wonderful stuff in one little palette. So I think I'm going to use these colors for these two right here for the cut crease that I'm going to attempt today. If not those two, then it'll be this one and this pretty little highlighter color because it's kind of cute. So let's get started, I guess. Rule number one when you're doing your eyes, if you want your makeup to stay and whatnot, is to prime them. But I have already moisturized and I already put on the Bye Bye coverage foundation moisturizer thingy bobber, and the moisturizer that I used it also doubles as a makeup primer, so I'm not gonna prime. You can do that and then just meet me here when you're done. So I think I have all the stuff out that I need, which is really not that much. So I'm gonna take out my little in the palm of your hand and get that thing started and find a kind of fluffy, these two look basically the exact same. I think they are. I'm gonna find a fluffy eyeshadow brush like so, and I'm going to take that in the palm of your hand palette and I am going to dip into the darker color, and that is going to be the top of the cut crease. So we're gonna get some of that. This one is called Meet Matrimony and it's a shadow and a liner. Oh wait, no, I think it's called, I really don't know, Matte Reed. I don't know, there's two different names by it, but anywho, that's the color I'm picking for the top. And we are going to go in on the top of our eyelid. That's what that thing's called. Boy. So this station that I picked, it said top 40s, right? But I literally have only heard like one song that I know. So I don't know like what top 40 chart this is playing, but okay, I'm here for it, apparently. And then also I wanted to say, I remember in the last video that I told you guys that I don't like to put my eye makeup on before I do my foundation. I do it the opposite way. I always do my foundation and then my eye makeup. The exception to that rule is when I do a cut crease, because when you cut your crease out, it's going to kind of like blend up into your face, if that makes any sense. So I just prefer to do it the opposite way when I'm doing a cut crease. It's easier for me. So we've packed this color on up here. Please excuse my skin because this camera, I got a new phone and it's picking up everything, buddy. Okay, and then we're going to go over into this other eye and do the same thing. I got a lot of product right there. What was that about? Okay, and I forgot to also say, when you're doing your cut crease, this right now, this little whole thingy-mabobber does not have to be perfect. Like I mean, you need to blend it out and all that good stuff, but like you don't need to worry about like the shape of it or like where it's going really. Just make sure that it's nice and blended. Other than that, just put that you-know-what everywhere. So, or is that no, the thing is I put that you-know-what on everything, but I'm trying to hold back my cursing and we're not really doing that great of a job here. Do those look even? Nope, not yet. Almost. I need a smidge more out here, and I think that we will be good. I like this color though. It's not showing up the greatest on camera, but I still feel like this part is really dark, but I'm also really veiny right there, so it could be that. All right, I think that's a little bit better. And I went like all the way out, as you can see, like all the way to the edge of my eyebrow on both of these, because it needs to, you'll see. But take it out. Like, don't just stop right here at the end of your eye. Like, it needs to come all the way out here to where the end of your eyebrow is. Voila. So now that I look like I got choked out by somebody and beat up, we are ready to move on to the cut crease portion. I really need to get at these eyebrows, buddy. They are not cute. Okay, so, oh, I took my brush out already. This is, in my opinion, one of the keys of doing a cut crease is a concealer brush. You can see that this one has gotten much use from me. Voila. So this is the key, in my opinion. Make sure it's nice and flat. Do it with your fingers, pinch it together, whatever you got to do so that it's a nice, flat, straight line, right? And then some people use concealer to cut their creases, which is totally fine. You can use concealer, that's great. This is Luscious Angel Eyes, and it's an eyeshadow primer and a base. And the reason that I use this is because if you look in here, it's basically the same color as like a concealer. So, but it's actually a primer and a base. So I cut my creases with that because I feel like the eyeshadow, the second color of eyeshadow, sits better and holds better on top of a primer. So, but it's kind of flesh toned like a concealer would be. So then I take my pretty little brush and I literally just, can you see what I'm doing here? I'm gonna put like the smallest little amount across the edge of the brush here. See, just a little, just a tad. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way with most things. And then this is just the trick that I use for cut creases, okay? I put a little bit down here close to where my lash line is, and then I look all the way up, like, okay, well, it already did it. You can see what happened there. And then I use that as like the guide of my cut crease. So if that makes sense. So like where you can look down, I guess, and it gets up there. Like look up, look down, whatever you need to do to make your eyelid touch your eyelid. And then that is the guide that I use as my cut crease. And so I literally take this brush and like continue this line, and I'm just patting. I'm not swooping over. Oh boy, I just got that on my nose. I'm not dragging it at all. I'm just patting. And I come into my inner corner by patting. Pat, pat, pat. And then also a good guide for this is to use your eyeball, which sounds weird, but use your eyeball. Like wherever your eyeball ends, you can kind of just, oh, I just messed that all up, didn't I? Kind of just push in and pat over your eyeball. So there's that lovely straight line. That was jokes. Okay. And then I do the same thing over here, and I just pat like to the edge of my eyeball. This is not obviously the complete cut crease, right? So then I start filling in all of this lovely business on my eyelid. So, and at this point I can start kind of dragging the brush and kind of blending it a little bit better. Okay, and then I go up to this one and I kind of clean this line up just a little bit. Now that it's there, I can kind of drag my brush over it, keeping that same line, and just kind of straighten up that line a little bit. And I again use my eyeball as like reference. If you can see, I'm like pushing in exactly where my crease is. Okay. And then I'm not even going to squeeze anything off on here. I'm just going to take like the excess on the outside of this bottle. Make sure that my brush is super straight, which it's not right now. So I'm going to pinch it at the base a little bit and get these bristles to cooperate. And then Then I'm gonna do the outside corner of the crease. I've never done this in a camera before, so this can go one of two ways, friends. So I usually take it like where I would wing my liner. I usually like start out there and bring it in to meet what I just did. So like I would usually like bring my wing up here. So like I'm gonna start right about there and I'm gonna bring it in to meet this. Now, trust me, we're gonna clean this up, friend, because this whole business right here is not cute. So you're gonna try and meld this to make it a seamless line rather than like one meeting the other, because that looks silly, right? Okay. So that this corner right here is not so harsh. Here we go, that's a little more rounded. Okay, and then from here, you're going to blend this out, all the way out. Cover up all of that, blend it out. This part you can actually like, you know, rub instead of patting. And you've basically got your cut crease done. Excuse me. All except for the blending part, which we're obviously gonna have to do at the end. So you can see I got one color and then I got my cut crease. This line is not looking cute right about here. I'm gonna try to fix that up. It's a little better. And I still feel like this is kind of harsh. Let me look over here in my mirror. All right, I feel like that's a little bit better, right? Sure, I got a lot of product right there though. And when I tell you, like, that looks so much better. Apparently I needed that mirror and not this mirror. So when I tell you that cut creases, like, let me think, maybe like 6 to 9 months ago, I did not even know what a cut crease was. I literally had to Google it because I heard some people talking about it in a makeup tutorial that I was watching, and I was like, what the hell's a cut crease? Like, whatever. So I literally like had to look up the term because I had no clue what it was. But the key to cut creases is practice, because the first time that you do this, like, you might put too much product on your brush and it might end up everywhere, and like, so you're gonna start to figure it out the more that you do them, because that I posted that green one with the dark green and the light green and it was bomb, but that was probably like at least the 10th time that I attempted a cut crease. It's not fun. And then also the key to this is the same thing with like your wing, making it match, because holy crap. So we're gonna do that part next because I can't do one whole eye and then go to the other one. I'm not that skilled. Whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna flatten my brush again, make sure it's nice and flat. This time I'm touching it because most of the product's gone, not all of it, but most of it. And then we're gonna take just a smidge. Let me get up here in the camera again. It's really blurry, but that's okay. Oh, I know this song, okay. All right, and we're gonna spread it across the end of the brush. So as you can see, there's not a ton, just a little bit. All right, and we're gonna start over here on this lovely eye. Again, I just pack it down here by my lash line, and then either look down, wait, no, look up. Ha, just kidding. So if I look all the way up, look down, and open your eyes, whatever you wanna do, it gives me my, and if you see, they're kind of even, that's basically even. And I use this lovely line as my guide to where I'm gonna start patting out my cut crease. And I usually pat towards the inner corner. I can't talk because my hand is resting on my chin. So, quiet time. Okay. It's ugly right now. This is not it, guys. All right. All right, there's some of it anyway. And now basically I'm gonna go in and clean up this line because it's not, I'm gonna pat it all into here and fill it all in. And then we need to clean up this, whatever this is. So now we can start dragging the brush a little bit. All right, I got two more little spots to clean up. Okay, so then we're gonna grab again just the little excess that's on the outside of here, because a little goes a long way. And we're gonna attempt to make this little swoop the same on swoop over here. And I think that I'm gonna grab that brush that I did that darker color with and just kind of blend this a little more, because it doesn't look like I have much product there. I think it's because my finger was just on my face rubbing it all off. Okay, so like I said, think of where you would put your wing, right? And then you're kind of going to start, am I on the right side? No. You're kind of going to start from there and bring it into here, kind of like a wing. And I just went a little too high, but that's okay, because it's going to match. So you're going to work on making this not such a 90-degree angle and more whoop. So you just bring some of this up. Okay, bring some of this down. It's looking a little better. Not 100%, but it's better. Now, then you can back up and look and see if they're even, which they're clearly not. This one needs to go higher. Okay, check again. Almost, but no. This needs to come down and kind of round out. Maybe I need to use that other mirror again. Looks a little bit better. I'm gonna peek over here. Yeah. I'm trying to do it on here, but it is difficult. So, they look pretty even to me. Do they look even to you? They look even to me. Maybe, wait. Yeah, I think so. All right, and we're blending this lovely product all the way out onto our face. I know it's a primer, but it's kind of like a concealer, and it ain't gonna do nothing but help hold on my makeup later, hopefully. I need to blend this out a little bit more, because that's not cute. Okay, so now that you've got the top cut out, one second, I'm just gonna check this over here. Okay, that's probably as close as I'm gonna get them today. Well, that's okay, whatever. It looks good enough, right? Not yet, it kind of still looks crazy, but that's besides the point. Okay, so we're done with our lovely primer. We're done with our little concealer brush. Keep them handy in case you screw something up, or in case I screw something up. And then we are going to find, not that one. That one? No, let me find a brush that, because this requires a densely packed, like, shadow brush. Why do I feel like I don't have one right now? Okay, well, whatever. We're going to use the one that came in this fair brush set. Where is it? This one says it's for fly wings, but because it's densely packed and it's kind of flat, I don't know if you can see that. It is curved, but we'll make it work, because right now I can't find, I know I have like 6 brushes. You want a brush basically like the same as the concealer brush. Yeah, but all of mine are dirty right now, so we're gonna use this one and we're gonna make things happen, okay? So what I do is, I'm gonna take this in the palm of your hand palette again, and I think, how dark is this color? Let's swatch this. That's the color. Do you think that's too dark to go here? Is there enough of a contrast? I don't know. I don't feel like there would be a big enough contrast, so like what's the point of doing a cut crease, right? So I think I'm gonna use this pretty little highlighter color over here. I think so, because excuse my nails, but it's light. It's almost the same color as this primer, but not. So yeah, I think that's the one we're gonna use. So I'm going to dip my brush into that color and just get some on my brush. I'm going to tap it. I just got all of my clothes. All right, so dip, tap, no. Okay, and then that setting spray that we used the other day, we're going to use that. This one, the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I know it sounds silly, do it anyway. When you get your product onto your brush like so, just give it a little spritz and get it a little bit damp. It doesn't need to be super damp, but what this is going to help is like with fallout, and like when you're getting up here into the line, you're not going to get product up over your cut crease. Like it's going to help it stay exactly where you place this brush. So you can either dip and spray or spray and dip, totally up to you. And then you're going to start packing the color that you would like onto your lid where you put that primer and where you cut out that crease. There's not much of a difference between this and the primer. I'll be surprised if you can even tell the difference. I mean, it's a little more sparkly, right? Yeah, it's a little bit different. Okay. And you're gonna pack your lighter color all over your cut crease. So pretty. I'm liking this today. It's kind of neutrally, but nothing wrong with neutrally. I don't normally do neutrally. I am usually like the bold colors and like two like colors that you wouldn't normally see go together. I'm the one that puts them together, but I feel like because I'm just like kind of starting, that I need to like kind of chill and do like some regular stuff first and then maybe bust out my crazy as time goes on. So all right, I think we got this color everywhere it needs to be. Yeah, I think that's pretty. Once my whole face is done, I'll probably appreciate it more, because right now I just feel like a hot mess with some eyeshadow on. But oh, all right, same on this side. Just get your brush a little bit damp. That probably looked like a lot, but it wasn't. It was just like a spritz. And pack your color onto your lid where you did your cut crease. More color. Yeah, you can see the difference. This one's way brighter than that primer we had. So, but I mean, you can pick your own colors. Like I prefer bolder ones. Like I like to do like the green that you saw, like a dark green and then like a bright neon green on the cut crease, or I like blues. But I think my favorite color to do a cut crease with is green. But I like green shadow, period. So how's it looking? So far so good, you think? All right. All right, I think so. Let me lean over in my other mirror and look. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Alrighty then, we did it, didn't we? Okay, I think that's pretty. Here's where the hard part's gonna come in. Well, the hard on camera part anyway. I'm going to attempt to wing it with y'all. And I need my little baby liner over here. Is this my little baby liner? No. What did I do with my liner? Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, I'm about to scream. Oh, there it is. Duh. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to do a wing with you guys today. This is the hard part of a cut crease, because like if you mess up the wing, like you literally mess up the whole thing. So I'm kind of scared right now. Okay, so my trick for wings, because I suck at those too, is I used to use Scotch tape because that was what I had. But you can, you can use anything that's firm and flat. So I am also a paparazzi addict. So when I buy a set of paparazzi earrings, I keep the little card that it comes on, and this is like what I use to do my wing. Like I set it in the corner of my eye like so, and I just slap product on there so when I lift it's flat or whatever. So there's really no way to mess this up, but trust me, if somebody can do it, it's gonna be me. So time for the wing. I'm kind of scared right now. Okay, here we go. All right, so I tuck the corner of this, you can already see, up to the corner of my eye, and then I close my eye. And I basically slap my product on there. And hope for the best. I mean, it's foolproof, right? I wish. The only problem with this is that it normally comes down a little too far down here, but that is okay, and we are going to make that work. All right, and then I bring this over to meet it. I didn't really get like the greatest point on this. Oh my goodness, doing this, and this is so difficult. Okay. I think I kind of fixed it. All right. And now I got it under. Good job. Thankfully, we didn't do anything under there yet. So, I mean, looks decent. Probably not the best wing you've ever seen in your life, but I think it's pretty good. And then I start to just bring it across my lid. And I try to get as close to my lash line as I can, but... And when I get into this inner corner, I can never put my liner on with my eye closed. I have to open my eye, and I'm actually going to use my mirror and like let you see, I guess. Okay. Did it go into the corner? Yeah. Voila. There's my wing, see? So, cut crease looks kind of dope. It's gonna look doper when I blend this into, you know, my makeup or whatever, then you won't see such harsh lines out there. So, then we take our lovely little paparazzi earring holder again and set it on this eye. This is how you know that your cut creases are not even. Did you see that? When I set it over here, I completely cover, almost completely cover where the cut creases. When it was over here, there's still a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. That's fine. Anyways, corner of the eye, lay it on your face, hold that sucker down because you don't want it to leak up under. Are these gonna be even? I think so. And product. I have a mole right there on my face, so I have to like go backwards and forwards when I do this, because if not, it doesn't cover it completely. That's not the best wing I've ever done in my life either, but again, we will make it work. Yeah, that's not the greatest wing I've ever done, and I think I brought it out just a little too far, but tricksies, if I take this lovely concealer brush that I had, I can conceal the end of this so that it doesn't look ridiculous and make my point just a little bit better. Excuse my mouth hanging out open. All right. Okay. It's a little bit better. Real life, folks. All right. Do you see the mole? I gotta cover that 1 second because I don't want to mess it up. Do you see it? Right there. Yeah. Okay. Let me get my product on there before I... Come on, little buddy, get covered. Okay. All right. And I start widening this bottom part out and bringing it over to like the top of my lid. So it looks really wide, but it's not. I need to take that up just a hair. Again, with my lovely little brush. When I put my foundation on and my concealer and stuff, I'll be able to cover all of these harsh lines, imperfections, whatever you want to call them. Okay, and then again, just bring it across your eyelid. Oh, okay, we're going high on this one. All right, 1 second. I think this one, is it thicker than the other? Is it thicker? Yeah, probably a little bit. That's okay. Okay, same goes here. I can't do it with my eye shut. It's impossible. So I'm just gonna let you watch me. Is my pen running out? There we go. There we go. Okay, so they're aligned. It does look like this one's a little bit thicker than this one, so I'm just going to thicken this one up because the other one I fooled up on. Oh, and I just did it on this one. Go, Kelly. Well, that's what we wanted to do, isn't it? Okay, so real life. This is that trick that I wanted to teach you last time for when you get something on your eye after you've done your beautiful makeup. So you take a brow brush and you get this lovely little spoolie end, and I need to get this makeup off my fingers before I make it worse. Okay, and you go onto your eye and use this spoolie and kind of scrape over it. Ow. Kind of like using a Brillo pad on your eyes, but it's okay. And you kind of blurred it a little bit, right? So, time to fix some things here. We're gonna fix our line for our liner. Okay, and then we are gonna take our pretty little packed brush angled thing that we used earlier, the spray and dot dot dot, and just brighten that up just a smidge and cover up where we made boo-boo. Voila, like it never happened, right? Okay, how's it looking, folks? These wings are something else today. Like, that trick doesn't look good today. Any other day my wings look great, but not today, folks. Like, that mole's not letting me cover it. Nothing's happening for me today. All right. I don't know what I think I just got makeup for my fingers on my face, but that's all right. So there's a lot of times that I do my makeup and I feel like this, so let me hurry up. I'm not going to talk much through putting my foundation and stuff on because I want to hurry up and get it on so that I can hurry up and appreciate this eye look, because there's a lot of times when I'm doing my makeup where I feel like this. I'm like, oh my God, it's hideous. Like, it's so disgusting. It looks awful, whatever. And then I put like the rest of my face on and I feel differently. Like when I did that rainbow one in the middle of it, I was like, this looks horrific. And then once I was done, you couldn't tell me anything. Like, I literally thought that that was like the best makeup look I've ever done. So maybe today will be like that. I highly doubt it, but you never know. All right, let me hurry up. And I know it looks like, my friend told me it looks like I'm attacking my face with the brush. I'm really not pushing that hard. Like, it looks like I'm pushing hard, but I promise you I am not. Does it look like I'm beating my face up? I guess so. All right, bring this up into here. Clean up that line a little bit, because holy moly cannoli. Same here. This side, clean up your lines. All right. Okay. I don't do any lash line. Not lash line. Yeah. Like, I don't do anything on my bottom lash line until after I conceal. So if you're wondering like why I haven't put my mascara on or like done anything under there, it's because I have not concealed my face yet. So let's do that so that I can, bro. I need a wax or something, because all right, just a quick little whoa. That was a lot of product. It didn't look like a lot on this little thing, but it was. Okay. To cover my, you know. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking very much right now, but I'm attempting to, attempting to do my stuff and forgetting everything. But I'm attempting to get this done quickly because I just want you guys to see what the cut crease will look like once I'm done with my face completely. Or, you know what I could do? I could just leave you guys right here, go put the rest of my face on, and then take a photo. I think maybe I'd rather do that because I'm literally just sitting here in silence, and right now I look crazy. So I taught you the basics without the fuck ups that I did. Your cut crease, right? So we're just going to prime your lids first. Then you're going to pop on your darker color, bring it all the way out to the end of your eyebrows. When you're putting your either primer or concealer of the lighter color, for the lighter color, you put it at the bottom of your lid and then, you know, look down and open your eyes all the way, or whatever it takes to make this part reach the top, like so. And use that line to guide you. I just do like a circle first and then I worry about bringing it in from the side. Same on the other side. Once that's on, I spray my brush. You don't have to spray your brush. You can just put your product on there, but when you're putting it on, just kind of pat it onto your lid rather than like a normal shadow. And yeah, it's mostly about just getting these lines straight and getting them, which I achieved the straight cut crease today, but these little wingy things, like, I don't think that they're kind of even, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna love this when I actually get done with it. So we're gonna cut this off here and yeah, attempt a cut crease. Show me the pictures because I want to see. I hope you learned something, or like I showed you something that made it a little bit easier to tackle the cut crease. Probably won't be the last one I ever do. So, all right, ladies, thanks for hanging out. Bye.